Hello.
The fun is...
Hello and welcome to the Gentlemen of Four Outs, Session 5, Season Finale, Shores, Seas and Shores. This will be the last session of the Gentlemen of Four Outs before we transition to a new setting and a new cast and a new edition of Pathfinder.
Yeah, the whole D&D thing has, I think, made us all sketchy to keep going with 1E.
Fuck the
More or
OGL.
less.
5 episodes making up a season, huh? What is this, a British sitcom?
Yes, it is now.
Well, I mean,
it's a Netflix series.
I take offense to that. Most Netflix series are like 10 episodes long.
now
They're also less crappy.
Most
once
Let him talk.
once everyone is properly settled in and all of their things are logged in and everything, we will start.
Wait, I'm ever properly seated?
You know what I mean?
Am I the only one watching?
Hey, I'm
No,
watching
I am.
too.
There
Yeah,
we go.
I am too.
One
Yeah.
moment. Let
Anyway.
me grab a object off of my not a desk in front of me and let me double check a thing to see if some glitches are happening. Cause as they are one to do.
I'm going to test a thing real quick.
Test at your heart's content. I am testing all the time. Your patience, my patience, everyone's patience. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, rolling your healing abilities as an attack actually worked pretty well.
Indeed,
Uh-huh.
it is very helpful to do it that way.
Especially because this isn't a spell.
Hello, Lion. Welcome.
The simp
I
has
guess playing
arrived.
Elden Ring taught you patience.
I'm going to slap you, Patrick.
I mean, he knows what he is. I tease ya.
Yeah.
I tease ya, Lion.
We all know what we are, and we embrace ourselves. Deal with it.
Well, I think everybody's in. Shall we,
All
give
right.
these...
So, last time, our fine cast of gentlemen, ne'er-do-wells, and refugees have caused a bit of a stir in merry old England and have set ashore to Scandinavia. What they don't know is just because the British rule the seas does not mean that the seas are tamed. And with that, we begin our story. You all have been in the British Channel heading north by northeast for quite some while. As you slowly start reaching what seems to be a shore, the crow's nest bell rings loudly, shouting above deck. It is early in the evening. What do you do?
What's all that racket about?
It's serious. My crew doesn't do frivolous alarms. Let's go up and see what it is. So, Pierre, being the captain that he is going to immediately make his way up there to see what the situation is.
Better have a good reason for waking me up.
When one's aboard ship, it pays to heed the calls of the crow's nest.
It's 8 o'clock. Why are you going to bed?
Early to bed and early to rise, as they say.
I just wanted a short nap.
Baron Berrycloth will also hop to and see what the commotion is.
Choji's getting this stuff, so he'll actually be a bit behind before he can join them.
Oh, lovely.
As you all reach the staircases, powder and shot, cannon balls fly above your heads. Laughing, maniacal and sinister, melodical and feminine. Rings through the air. You have encountered what it seems to be a boat full of hags.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are under attack. Oh no.
Here.
By sea hags, no less. That's always fun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's frickin' 14 of them, and that's just on the deck. Who knows how many are below?
Conservation of ninjutsu?
In this case, probably not.
I don't know what that means, but anyway.
In other words, the more of them there are, the stupider and weaker they're going to be compared to us.
Oh, I don't think anything could be stupider than we are.
That's a high bar, my friend.
That's...
I forgot to turn this off. There we go.
I cannot select my tokens.
I need to do a refresh. I'll be real quick. I forgot to turn off a thing that's really important. A woo.
Oh, well, I was able to select mine.
Yeah, I can move mine.
No, mine keeps trying to select an area.
Oh.
I'm just going to bring fresh ones down.
I don't know why you cleared the turn order.
Because those shouldn't have been there, because I didn't call for it yet.
Ah, okay.
And with that, did something break? I can't hear certain things anymore.
Reload your page.
It's an audio bug that's pretty common from the lobbies.
Anyway, let me know, oh, I need to delete your tokens on this side right here, right?
Yeah, on the bottom. The top two are mine.
Alright.
I also can't move my tokens, so I'm going to summon mine.
Mine, I can move around, so I'm okay.
Alrighty, so. Roll initiative.
Click. Or...
Make sure it's targeted.
Oh, yes. So which version of Summon Monster do I have access to?
I'm having a little bit of lag. Give me a minute.
It's okay,
Yeah, me too.
I'm currently battling with some technical issues as well.
Here we go.
There we go.
Oh,
Jesus
well, you're gonna
Christ.
have to roll for each of them?
So at 4th level, okay. So I still only have access to summon monster 2. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna have fun here.
What do you mean?
I have a plan.
I would hope so. Plans aren't my thing.
Yes, the kobold has a plan.
Does it involve that piss shooter he's got?
Actually, it does not involve the piss shooter he's got. Not at all. But it is going to take a few turns to implement.
Are y'all ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm just going over my spells, so...
Yep.
So that is a standard action. That is another standard action. And then the other one's going to be a standard, so that's going to be 3 turns. Alright.
All I'm gonna say while we're just sitting here waiting is that Jerry comes up from below deck as these cannonballs are ripping by, wearing a rather familiar triangular hat that belongs to a certain fox that is not him. Looking half drunk.
Roll fortitude.
I said half drunk.
Even half drunk has a blurred condition on it.
22.
You don't have sickened.
I still have a hangover from hell. Wait a minute, this ain't my hat.
Alright, Baron Berrycloth very helpfully offers him some.
Somewhat.
Come on.
Hey!
Choju Giga, what would you like to do?
Alright. I'm gonna start off by playing this smart. I'm not gonna move, but I'm going to cast Bless on the whole ship, since every member is within 50 feet.
Alright.
Damn, I didn't realize you could cast that many people at once.
It's all allies within 60 feet.
50, according to
Damn.
the entry.
Actually, don't have that on, which is going to cause problems later.
So, if you have Bless, turn it on. If not, add it.
I wouldn't even know where. Oh, here we go. Bless. Please add bless.
You're kidding me. Fine, I'll do it myself. Go on. I just have to edit the spell. That's my turn.
Alright, that's
I
your
think
turn.
Mhm.
Captain Pierre Arsenault Monet, this is your ship. What do you do?
God, that name.
Alright, well, yes, it is my ship, so I want to make sure that none of these sea witches get away with messing with my property. So I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon to plop a spiritual rapier down right here. I will just make a crude stand-in. There we go.
Very well.
Yes, and
Roll it.
oh, I will be attacking this one right here.
All right. No. I did
Did
not.
you delete something?
I did not mean to press that button. Why? There we go.
What happened?
Don't worry about it. I'm back.
I'm gonna have to rewatch
Welcome
the
back.
stream to see what you did.
Da 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 na 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 na.
Alright, well, casting that spell, that was all I'd intend to do for now. So I'm done.
All right. It hits with a resounding slish of ephemeral crystalline magicka. Baron Cyril Berrycloth, what shall you be doing now?
Baron Cyril Bettycloth is going to expend a point of mental focus from his transmutation pool, and he is going to make himself tiny. If I can find where to deduct that. So yes, the small kobold is now even smaller. And he is going to run over to the mast here. And that is going to be the end of his turn.
Alright. The sea hags cometh.
What about the crew?
This is just a reduced person.
Probably act on initiative count 0 or something.
Yup. Mostly because they're the ones keeping the boat in order.
Which means their whole action is to drive boat.
And react to the shells and such. Okay, noted.
Hair like rotten seaweeds draped these ancient witches. Loose algae-colored skin sags off their starved frame. As all of you need to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
I
14. You all need to roll fortitude.
You realize at 14 fortitudes we're guaranteed to fail one of them, right?
I understand this, and this is their first move.
Oh fuck. Okay, let's do this
Let's
in
go.
hold on. Let's do this in initiative order so we don't get fucked over on it.
Uh,
Shoujo Giga,
uh,
go first, please.
Actually, according to the order right now, since we moved through it, Captain would be before me.
Just to the top of the order, damn it.
Alright,
No,
fine.
actually,
Top
I
of the
know.
order.
I would be next in the initiative order.
Oh.
Alright then, if you want top of the order.
There we go.
Okay.
How many?
14 if I counted right.
Okay, so Vanguard, you roll first, then me, then Sukos, then Commodore, okay?
Yep. Alright, here we go. It was 14, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Only 2 ones. That's less than I thought.
You are now staggered at the beginning of your next turn.
Sorry. Let's see. Okay. I have no idea what I put in the thing. Nope, I did not mean to click on that.
Can I take swift actions on other people's turns?
No,
No.
it has to be an immediate action.
Which means your turn. You can use a reaction on anyone's turn, but what you described has to be your turn.
Also, take 7 temporary, wait, is that... Yeah, only... Oh, whoa, actually, wait, 1, 2... I need to roll this 2 more times. Take 9 temporary strength damage.
Wow.
Damage, there it is. Yeah, it's in.
Alright, so I guess I go next.
Yup.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You are stunned, you are staggered, and... You take 8 strength
Temporary
damage.
strength damage?
Yes.
Alright. So, I guess that means Sukos goes next.
Okay, just making sure I don't have anything that's going to help with this. Nope, I don't. Okay.
Unless you're not affected by mind affecting abilities.
No. I'm seeing a lot of potential failure here.
Oh, For
Tell me.
reference, what is your strength score, you guys? Without the damage?
My current strength score is 8.
No. Oh boy. Oh. That's
I
think
I-
that's an immobile kobold.
I think Berrycloth just dropped.
Yeah, I am now a wobbling pile of cobalt jelly.
Can't move, can't take any actions now, I guess.
Nope.
There's still things I can do.
At least it's temporary, not actual strength damage. Then you'd be in trouble.
You rolled a 20, so at the least you're not going to be exhausted.
Alright, here goes mine.
Pat, what's your current after all this?
I have a +0 to strength.
Better than a negative.
Why is it not rolling?
I don't know.
Probably a latency thing. I have a 2 mod, so I probably have 14 left. No, I got 13.
We're all just gonna be useless piles of flesh.
Nah.
Except for Chochu, who's gonna be not nearly as strong as he used to be.
That's 14, I believe. Yeah, 2 sets of...
2, 3, 4,
Yeah, that's it.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, it looks like it.
8.
8 strength damage. What's your non-adjusted strength?
All you need to know is I'm standing still.
I still want to know.
Let's see.
It's normally 15.
Yeah, at least you can
Do-
still move.
Do I put it in the damage section or the enhancement section?
Damage. Enhancement would add it.
What does it mean when there's a yellow border around my modifier then?
It means that there's something affecting that stat.
It probably means you have an encumbrance penalty.
No, it just says my strength is penalized because I turned off most of my gear, which is supposed to be on my horse. Or my elk, rather. Should I make my elk roll?
If they're with us, they probably
Yes.
have to.
Me and my big mouth.
Yeah, big mouth indeed.
I'm actually super glad I moved. Why are we rolling initiative for a new creature?
I think that's 14. Uh-oh. We're in trouble.
As
I think I know
the
what that...
as the initiative returns to the top, as your crew is in
Wait,
your
my turn hasn't happened yet.
oh, my bad. I'll flip it back to you.
Sorry, I'm only stagger. I'm not dropped, so...
My bad.
It
Yeah, that's
happened.
14 for your elk.
I do have one question. Oh, I forgot to reset health. Can I throw my bombs further than 20 feet, or is that just a physical impossibility?
That's
You can, and I'm pretty damn sure that I gave you a bomb chucker for that very reason. If not, I'm sorry.
It's alright, I just incur a -2 for it, right?
I'll go with that because I thought I put that in your inventory.
Let's see, I think I'm only weapon focused on my pistols, right?
Yep, and they're probably more efficient. All considered.
Not in this particular case.
True.
I was gonna do a bunch more on my turn, but this is a lot more useful. I'm chucking a bomb.
Where are you
and-
dropping it?
I would like it to drop. Can I 5-foot step while staggered?
You can.
Does that-
Staggered,
I can.
staggered only lets you take a movement or an action, not both.
5-foot steps are not considered movement.
You can.
Okay, in that
Okay.
case, I shift up one, or however, I shift there so I can get closer just for this purpose, and drop it here.
And if I recall correctly, it is a 10-foot circle.
Yep. So let me roll to make sure it actually does not scatter, because that sucks. 17 versus ship, I guess.
All right.
Usually a 5.
So that hits.
And that's the damage roll too, so they all take 19 damage. And I want them to, if I can find the damn noxious bombs, I want them to all make me a, what is it, fortitude check? Yeah, make me, everybody, all of them need to make fortitude checks, please.
All right.
And any that fail are considered fatigued.
And that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So
Yep. Okay, so I can tell you the 20 probably made her save. The others, it is my level, half my level, which we're all level 5, so 2, 12. What is my wisdom mod? Stupid, I know. Yeah, the only one that makes it is the 20.
all right.
but they all take 19, and the other 3 are fatigued.
So they all take, 1 moment.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of exhausted. I'm thinking of the wrong one. Can I just have them be deafened instead?
Okay.
So yeah, now spellcasting is difficult for them now.
Calculator power, go. Alright. 1 moment. And with that, you see a rather extensive blast as 4 hags are caught in a conflagration of herbal sinew. And as the powder recommends, they all become blind. Or deaf. I don't remember what I just agreed to. 1 moment.
Deafened.
Deafened. It's not really a great symbol for deafened.
It's what I had to work with, so... blah.
Which is fair, all things considered.
And yes, I chose deafened because while blindness makes it harder for them to hit, AoEs don't care. Deafened, on the other hand, they can't. They have a chance not to spellcast anyway.
And with this, you all hear a reverberation in the waves, a roar, guttural, primal, angry, as something bursts through the water and takes flight. Blue, crystalline, and
Nature check?
roll it.
$29.
You have just encountered a adult brine dragon. The ensuing raid of the sea hags has awakened it from its sleep, and it is very angry.
Can I yell at the top of my lungs as a free action?
Go for it!
Dragon! God damn! Ah, crap!
And with that, it swoops onto this boat and does a twirl in the air as if it is swimming in the waters, yet still. going berserk, you start seeing two hags more or less evaporate from this existence, while a giant hole that looks like a crater ends up in their boat. Who disturbs my rest?
We need to go. We need to go now.
Choju, your turn.
I'm going to. No one saw, but how do you guys feel with obscuring our vision?
Obscuring our vision or making us harder to see?
Harder to see.
I like that a lot. But
And
I mean, a
any
cloud on
attack
the.
carries any attack on us carries a 20% miss chance.
Okay, so that's obscuring mist, right?
Yeah.
Can you hold that for just a moment?
Yeah, I asked before I did it. That's why.
Yeah. Can you hold that until after my turn?
I don't know if staggered I can take the hold action anymore.
Staggered. Staggered may take a single move or standard action each round, but not both.
I can still take free, swift, and immediate, but other stuff I can't.
So, if your spell's a standard action, you can just delay your action.
Yeah, that's literally holding the charge, which is just a standard action until you're ready to pop it.
Last time. 1 SA, which is standard action. So yeah, I'll hold it until the kobold's turn.
Very well.
But that's when I'm gonna cast. Right? Captain's turn.
The cat.
Alright.
Alright.
So, obviously, this big old dragon coming up here is going to be a serious issue, but also a serious opportunity. But not one that's exactly easy to seize right now, so Pierre's going to gamble on the idea that maybe we can both attack the hags and try to talk the dragon down out of combat, or blame them or something. So he's just going to continue on attacking the hags. So this one, the sword will attack this hag again.
Roll it.
Press the button.
Roll 20's got a lot of things to monitor, so we might need to restart the page.
Oh, it's a pity that crit definitely didn't land.
Sadly.
Do you want some
Nope.
good news for a change?
Sure,
Yes.
it did.
Oh right, blind does something. I think it
Yeah,
makes you flat-footed.
Hags don't have great AC to start with, and blinded, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Blinded makes you flat-footed on top of everything else.
What's 8 plus 5? Because what's 8 plus 7? Because I don't feel like doing math right now.
15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Same one as before, right?
Yep.
There you go. You cleave it in twain with your mystical crystalline rapier.
Alright, so I've got a bit of a gambit brewing, so
Close the counter, by the way.
Is that the rest of your turn?
well, like I said, I'm gonna try something. So while I'm still sitting here, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Divine Favor on myself, just to give myself a little boosty in case I need to attack someone. But then I'm going to move move to this spot on the ship because I have a plan, a devious one, but I won't tell you what it is.
You only have the choice of either an action or a movement. You are staggered, remember?
Shoot, right.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't need the spell, I'll just move.
Alright, but that
About
puts you
that?
out of range.
Out of
Baron,
range for what?
Baron Berrycloth.
Baron Berrycloth, despite currently being a kobold puddle on the deck, he still looks up and almost trying to reach out with his arm. He summons his mental strength as, in the rigging of the hag's ship, he summons forth the strength of will, and he summons a flame elemental in the rigging
Ooh.
with a single order to burn.
And where is
Weekly,
this?
we're just gonna put it, it's like up in the rigging. So that is exactly 30 feet. So wherever you want to, like, however much, because the rigging is bigger than the ship generally. And its instructions are simply burn.
Alright. And it's your turn,
So
Rince.
it is. Yep. So he's going. So the elemental is going to attack the ship's rigging.
What's the
And-
what's the size?
It's a small fire elemental.
Alright, thank you. With the command to burn, the ship
Uh,
begins to take a very small fire to its siding.
So I'm specifically trying to attack the rigging and the sails.
The ropes begin to start catching fire.
Ooh. Not too long before they're useless.
Baron Berrycloth just gasps out, "Don't have to outrun the bear. Just outrun the other guy."
And obscuring, if that ends your turn, obscuring mist would proc off.
Yes, that ends my turn. Because I can't move. I can only take mental actions.
And
See-
that means everyone within 10 feet is now obscured to the enemy.
The sea hags focus their banal energy change their banal energy toward the dragon. What? And the great adult brine dragon must resist their banal influence.
I bet his bonus alone wins everything.
Is banal the word you're looking for? I think you might be trying to say baneful.
Or banal.
I am
I said
definitely
banal.
saying Bell.
That looks like a failure.
Possibly.
And with this, the dragon is now staggered and takes 4 damage to its strength. You dare give your baleful gaze toward me, peasant. Jerry, it is your turn.
How long does it take me to brew a mutagen? Or bomb in my case?
You should have them ready at the beginning of every day.
I know that. I'm asking how long it takes to make a new one. Oh, never mind. I found it 1 hour. That's not gonna work here. That's 1,000 rounds or something. Are we staggered still?
No.
Well, since I can't do the bomb thingy, that changes what I wanted to do. I could very literally just guns for days and bombs for days, but I don't know. Partially to kill time while I'm trying to remember this. Out of that 29, do I get any special information on Brine Dragons?
Excuse me while I do my foul bidding.
Was that a yes?
Yes. Three questions. What do you want to know?
Firstly, would I know who this? Is there any way to know if this is a particular Brine Dragon, like a named one?
Roll perception.
Okay, why aren't you rolling shit again? The first one, because I was trying to get it to roll and it didn't roll.
I think it's a delay,
Yeah.
and hopefully not for a big reason.
One moment, madams and sirs. Exykes, the baleful sea. He is known only to come out of his slumber at the height of every era and at the collapse of every era to torment the seas and their denizens.
Well, that answers another question I had. In that case, what are the weaknesses of a Brine Dragon? Like, how good are its fort and will and reflex saves?
Adult, so pretty decent.
13, 11, and 12.
And its weaknesses?
The weakest one is reflexes.
No, I meant like, okay, separate question then. Weaknesses and resistances?
Immune to acid, paralysis, sleep, and spell resistance. DR magic of 5.
Shit. We have to get away from that thing. Can I see one of the hags driving the ship?
You don't see anyone driving this ship.
It's just left afloat?
I didn't say that it
What?
wasn't being driven.
Why do you think I was choosing to burn the rigging?
Well, in that case, I'm gonna help that along. If I just blow 2 shots into the controls here. I think what's that called? Damn it! The steering wheel here. Will that screw the ship, or do I think it's being magically controlled?
You think it might be magically controlled?
Bugger.
That's why the mast was a target.
What about if I detonate a bomb around top of the mast?
You can try.
You have to chuck it.
Sure, let's do another chuck at -2. Which is nothing for me.
Oh.
Does a 13 land where I want it to?
Does a 13 land where you want it to? Yes.
Okay, in that case, this square, and then all of these bitches have to take 19 more damage. And just to be a dick, let's make them roll for. I think I can make them be frightened.
Oh, and the ship takes damage too.
Yeah, the ship takes. Dude, the ship's damage score is like in the hundreds. That's not really doing a lot.
So,
Mine aren't blast bombs after all.
You don't need to sink the ship by depleting its health. You need to damage the ship.
Make them all roll for stagger, please.
Of the only
So
one
there
that, of the only 2 that survived that little incursion, you said fortitude, right?
Yes, fortitude save for stagger.
And that was stagger, right?
Yep.
And this one, closest to the dragon, gets a nice tasty dose of weight.
And as my move action, I draw both of the twins out.
The adult brine dragon, Ek, Ekzyx. The great brine dragon Ekzyx begins to do glow. As the water surrounding your 2 boats begins to swirl, you think yourselves clever. You are in my domain. As a whirlpool begins to swirl around the 2 boats, deepening, deepening, deepening.
Get the fuck out of here!
Get us the hell out of here! He is not kidding around!
You say this as the boats begin to start going ever so closely to the side as the water begins depreciating at an angle, and you both start circling each other in the whirlpool.
Hey, it's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh god, don't get me started.
All of you roll acrobatics.
how long does the strength debuff last?
You're still having problems, sir.
Because it is attribute damage. Thankfully,
Yeah.
acrobatics is dex.
I mean, if I have 0 strength, I cannot move. It doesn't matter what my dexterity is.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's an auto fail for you then.
Yeah, I automatically fail.
You are not dead. Everyone else roll. Pass, 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 pass.
Could I use the my reaction to try and grab him? He was within 5 feet. I could have seen him.
Where even is he?
Go ahead and try. I'll allow you to try at this moment.
Where did he go?
This will be a CMB because I'm trying to grab you.
Overboard.
Oh shit! I think I missed.
You didn't. If he's not,
Oh, thank
if he's
God.
not resisting, you would have succeeded at that.
Resist how?
I was about to say that.
Burble, burble, burble.
Now he's permanently in my hand. Oh god, I fucking. God damn it.
The elk is literally right there. You could just saddle him up.
The only concern is that you might crush him.
Yeah, but I got reduced strength too.
He is currently tiny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that
Oh.
detail.
Shit. In that case, just throw him into the elk saddlebags.
I intend to, but I have to, you know, get a
Your
turn.
saddlebags are gonna get destroyed because that's only gonna last 12 more seconds.
Hold up.
Those saddlebags could probably fit you normally.
Yeah, maybe.
And one moment. Things are not,
It'll fit in my palm regardless.
and things aren't yet done getting worse. The glow turns into a pure white from its original blue,
Uh-oh.
and you start seeing snowfall from the sky as both decks are smashed with sleet and rain.
Bye-bye fire elemental.
Yeah, no shit. This on the bright side, a soggy sail's just as useless.
A soggy sail still holds wind.
Each of you all need to roll acrobatics once more.
Except for the kobold, because he's in my hand.
Correct. Pass, 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 pass. You are still within the safety margin.
Probably barely.
Barely. Choju Giga, it is your turn.
I just want to double check the wording here. Okay. Considering everything, I'm going to cast Bear's Endurance on myself. Just in case I have to dive in after somebody. That'll be my turn because I'm not gonna leave the mist safety.
Alright. Captain Pierre Astronaut Monet, it is your turn. What do you do, Captain?
Right, it would help if I turn my mic back on. So I'm not staggered anymore, right?
Yes.
Alright, so... Now, is there any sort of difficult terrain going on now?
You have the effects of you being on a boat, the effects of being at an angle, the effects of a sleet storm. If you are an arcane caster, or you are doing a somatic component, you will have to roll spell checks.
Okay, so, well, I was asking because I want to move a bit and cast a spell, so...
Roll acrobatics.
Okay.
You pass. Move.
Alright, so can I get to, say, here?
Yes, you can.
Alrighty, so, now, now I'm trying to cast a spell, a first level spell, so I need to make a concentration check?
Concentration check. Roll it.
Okay.
The button for that.
You pass barely.
Ooh, okay. Woo! Now, the spell I'm casting is a spell on the dragon, and the spell is Sow Thought.
What's the thought you're trying to sow?
Okay, so I'm writing it right now because I want to be careful with the wording.
Because a spell like that is all about the wording.
Okay, so the thought that Pierre is trying to sow is this.
They're not wrong. But if it fails, he'll be pissed. And dragons can get more pissed than what you're seeing right now.
So, okay, now, it is entitled to a will save, of course.
You just see a glint as an eyeball looks directly at you and then looks away.
Also, on a side note, you have an automatic 5 against you because magic resist.
Oh, that's
It only has to roll like
That's
13.
DR.
That's a
That's
different
different.
system.
Yeah.
Oh.
Still, you tried to charm a dragon. Unless you were a bard and in some very alluring underwear, I don't think that was working.
Well,
Actually, it's safe.
I was trying to do something a little bit clever. It doesn't necessarily say that they notice if you're trying to manipulate their thoughts, unless you succeed and you try to make them think something they wouldn't usually. So, that's my turn. I gotta step away for a minute because I just heard a loud noise in the house and I'm gonna check on the cat. Oh wait, before I leave, the spiritual weapon will attack the remaining hag it's next to. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, now I'll be right back.
And with that, Baron Berrycloth, what do?
Well, I'm assuming that I am still jelly.
Yes.
There's not really a huge amount that I can do at this time. Like that's not going to be helpful. That's not going to be helpful. I can't cast any spells. Nobody here has actually taken damage as far as I know. Not that I could do that anyway. That doesn't help me either. Yeah, Baron Berrycloth's action is probably just going to be to sit in the bag and feel useless, I guess. Oh, and the fire elemental is going to continue to burn the other ship.
If it didn't die from the hail.
Yeah, if it's not dead.
You see a fire hit its mark, and one rope snaps and ends up in a pile of powder on the ground, setting off a chain explosion in the undergrowth. You see sparkles of energy from below deck, and a very loud or thunderous
Way to go, Berry Claw.
Okay, I just got back. Cat's fine. What's up below decks?
My fire elemental apparently dropped a rope into their powder magazine.
Ooh, neat.
And with that, the rain finally gets to it, and it evaporates in a hot steam, despite it being near winter-like conditions. The sea hags try to wrestle with a titan among sea creatures, afraid for their lives, and all the more prideful.
Nope, 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 stop. There we go. My phone decided to be stupid.
It takes one more heaping dose of damage to its strength. Who dares? I am a god among beasts, a king of the sea. And with that, Jerry, it is your turn.
So, my alchemist's page never says how long it takes to imbibe mutagens or bombs. What kind of an action is that for you?
My understanding has been if it doesn't say anything, it is at least a move action.
I know the answer to this. Mutagens are standard action because mutagens are considered potions.
Well, then that brings up another question because accelerated drinker.
Yes.
Ooh.
The answer you're looking for is yes.
So I drank it as a move action. Okay. One more question. Are these cannons full of cannonball? And if I use them, do they get my dexterity bonus?
No.
Bugger, close enough. Okay, Jerry's going to try something that he's kind of been mentioning, but hasn't really messed with until now. Mr. DM, Mr. Somisom,
Yes.
Beastly Connection
What does that do?
from the Journal of Beast Within.
Do it. Roll
Okay.
what you're gonna do.
What I do is I apply my bomb, and I don't know what you would say a dexterity super monster would look like, but yeah, I just gained 6 dexterity and -2 to everything else.
You hear your bones in your muscles and your tendons snap and reform as you become slenderer, more graceful, more pliant. You could probably turn your head a full 360 if you really felt like it.
Tempted, but not right now. What would it be to know things about sea hags?
Sea hags. Sea hags, roll it.
What would it be for me?
Local. They're humanoid, technically, still, somehow.
Humanoid or monstrous humanoid?
I guess for our purposes, it doesn't matter.
You know that they are amphibious, and they have the power of the eagle eye, and are so ugly that they can cause people to have wither in strength just by looking upon them.
Any bonus questions or too low?
No.
Alright, in that case, I'm also going to pop, if I can do this once for each attack, pop double Deadeye. Specifically, in other words, I'm popping one use of grit each for attacks, if you'll allow.
Roll it.
Okay. For some reason, it's not letting me ping. Oh, because I'm using the roller. Duh. This one and this one are about to have some bad days.
Roll it. And is that all the damage it's doing?
Yeah, because Deadeye doesn't do special damage. It just makes it so that I shoot a touch, even if I wouldn't normally.
As you fire on your two Deadeye shots, one is barely holding on by a thread, and the other staggers back.
He just snarls at them. I can't think of anything to have the elf do. Because I also didn't teach it to take commands from anybody else, so I don't know. What does Berrycloth want the elf to do?
Berrycloth doesn't need the elf to do anything right now.
Well, you're in mist. You can't see shit. So,
Like,
if you want to be in mist, he'll leave you in mist.
so, oh, that's right, yeah. So I'd like him to come to the side of the ship right here.
Then yeah, he'll kind of get the idea that you're still a person. And that's my turn.
As your turn ends, the dragon has had enough of this tomfoolery. One moment while I get a feeling of how this works. Oh, it is worse. Worse than you can possibly understand. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which one of these fine fellows of your crew do you want to see to live another day? I will let you pick one.
I don't think he's here.
No, I came back.
Only one of these people passed. Pick one.
Wait,
I
what are
w-
you talking about?
Everyone in this corner.
Okay, hold on.
Pick one to survive.
Uh, mm. Baptiste.
Alright. He's the one that passed the check on the save. And with that, I need to draw X's because these aren't considered tokens. Of course it doesn't want to play nice with me now. Sorry for the wait. Ah, that's how much. As you make that jest about a boat being cut in half, you see the adult brine dragon spew forth a torrent of precision acid down one boat and toward the other.
Yeesh.
It takes out two sea hags, but at a cost. Petrov, Valentina, Matsy, and Spiro melt before being plunged into the icy depths below, as they are taken into the whirlpool. As the whirlpool gets bigger, you all start seeing a vibrant glow at the bottom. Choju, it is your turn.
So I guess the elk got pushed away. Kobold should be on my token because he's in my hand. And the last, for this turn, I'm gonna cast Hedging Weapon. Which is a +1 to AC.
Is that all you're doing? Casting Hedging Weapon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Captain Pierre Arsenault Monet, half your crew is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, that makes it pretty obvious that the spell didn't take, but also, I mean, Pierre is just kind of sitting there shocked. mouth agape for a moment, just as he just watched four of his three of his closest friends and most trusted crewmates, and one of his sons just get wiped out. And he just looks utterly overcome with a look of shock, and I have no idea. Okay, well, you know what, let's do the easy thing first. The spiritual weapon continues to do its thing. I think it hits the hag.
It hits the hag.
Alright, so now this acid spray that completely obliterated four beloved crewmates, has it damaged the ship?
It has damaged the ship, alright.
Are we so, like, to the point where it's started to sink?
You are stuck in the vortex of a whirlpool.
So, I think this entire section of the ship has been sheared off.
With, the lone survivor of that blast hanging on by a thread.
Okay, then, that's given me, a little bit of clarity of purpose, so... Could I make a run action, where I just kind of plow straight through here, over the balcony, land, keep going?
2 acrobatics checks.
I will do that.
I'm sorry. As you leap across the balcony, the torrential winds and storm pass you by and lift you a gust, and you go off the side of the boat, and you see, closer than everyone, the giant glow at the bottom of the vortex. You are still in there.
So I'm just in the air right now. That's where I'm in my turn?
You are in the air above the vortex.
Okay, well, I already tried and failed to do a run, so I don't know if there's that much I can do, but
I will give you a alternative action since you didn't even move your full action at that stage.
What the hell am I getting?
Pick a thing that you want to do while you're in air.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try something, I guess. Maybe this will be helpful. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Alright, you are now invisible in midair.
Yeah. By the way, while I'm up here, can I see that thing that's glowing at the bottom of the whirlpool?
Yes, you can see the glow at the bottom of the pool. Do you want to roll perception?
Absolutely.
You see the shimmer of an arcane, almost celestial nature. If you didn't know any better, this would be an Elseworld portal. Elsewhere portal. What's one doing at the bottom of the sea, you don't know, but it's there.
Okay, now. Well, while I'm still in the air next to the ship, can I do, one last thing and call out to the people aboard?
Go for it.
Somebody help Baptiste! He's about to go over! Okay, that'll be my turn. Shit.
I'm sorry. Kobold Press, what do you want to do?
Oh my god, really? well, the first thing I'm gonna do is finish the Black Flag RPG, obviously. The second thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to summon a water elemental down in the water, and my command to this elemental is going to be vortex right here.
Where?
Like right here.
Where the boy is being?
Yeah, where near the bottom front of the ship.
Alright.
And specifically counter-rotating to the vortex the dragons created. Also, do I have my strength back? Or, like, how long does this last, seriously?
Probably an hour.
It's ending soon.
Not soon enough, clearly.
Yeah, seriously.
At least you're still in my hand.
Sea Hag. The ones that are still alive and not hurt, jump overboard. Head first.
Alright, they're sea hags.
They see the glow too, and they are hoping against hope that whatever's on the other side of that portal is better than here.
Anywhere but here, logic. Got it.
Plus, chances are, if they don't fall in there, they're sea hags. They can breathe water. We cannot breathe water.
I can.
Shoot you in the gills. What was that about breathing water?
You douchebag.
Now I will tell you, for your own good, they are currently still in air as their turn ends. They are flat-footed because they are not grounded on anything. And with that, Jerry, your turn.
Okay, so this is what happens for Jerry. Jerry saw this big stream of acid, and then suddenly there was no more most anyone. Especially someone he has been kind of bonding with. And his mind is a little squirrely because this mutagen is kicking ass. So the only thing you hear him say is an absolute guttural scream. DM, he's going to take aim at that dragon. And he's going to spend a grit. I'm doing a called shot to the eyes.
Shoot it.
Because of the grit point, it also counts against its touch, not its AC. So,
Oh, it was always going to count against touch.
well, I'm supposed to spend a grit apparently every time it does that. I don't know.
No.
Oh, well. Spend the grit because it might be cool. 21?
It hits.
Okay.
You might not
And
like
then-
that it hit soon, but it hits.
Maybe not, but right now his mind is not what it should be. If that hits, he also is now considered to have all foes concealed and takes a -2 on perceptions, I believe.
One moment, sir.
That's considering I have a -10 to this shot.
Really?
Really, what?
Don't worry about it. There we go. Now, what did you say, sir?
No, I was just saying this is kind of a ridiculous shot, but I think I still beat it.
You do still beat it. What does a called shot to the eye do?
Unless he's supposed to roll something, which I don't see it says he's supposed to. It only says if a saving throw is allowed on a called shot, but I don't see where it says it's allowed.
Tell me what the fuck the shot does, boy.
If it's a called shot to the eyes, then all foes gain concealment for 1 round, and it has a -2 to perception checks.
Alright. Thank you. It now you all now have a concealment effect on him. You whoreson! My eye! And with that, you start to feel the boat rock more and more. Roll acrobatics at a -10.
Yeah, I think the elk's going overboard at this point. So that's an 18, but also a natural 20 if that applies to anything.
You pass partially and you slide forward.
The elk fails.
The elk goes over the board.
Barry
Can't
Claw
react.
goes into the water too. Then.
No, Barry's in my hand.
Oh no, he's in the bag.
Yeah, no, he's in there. So he slides into the vortex. Okay, cool.
You're both still above the portal in air.
He wiggled free out of my hand.
You put him in the bag.
Do you not remember this?
Oh yeah.
Yes, you did put him in the bag. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm a dodo then.
Choju Giga, your turn.
Oh boy, this just got worse. I don't know if it's possible to rescue them. Is it possible to grab onto the elk?
Possibly.
I'm going to move and attempt that. CMB, right?
Acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
You do not succeed.
Damn it.
You also go airborne.
I try to catch the edge of the ship.
I'm back.
Welcome back, dude.
What would you like to do now that you're airborne?
I think Pat's refreshing, but I want to try and grab the edge of the ship since I missed.
All right. Is it climb in this case? to catch the edge of a...
It's up to you. It's whatever you want it to be.
climb.
I think it's the acrobatics or
Let's
climb,
go with
depending
climb.
on how. Like, yeah. My only argument to even that in the first place would be my orientation.
You
14,
you do not succeed at grabbing the edge.
Shit. And now I end up ending my turn falling into the sea. Great.
You're not in the water yet, and you're not in the portal yet.
Uh,
You're all airborne, except for one person who's still somehow on the boat.
somehow indeed.
Because scary.
Is there enough time to draw my weapon and stab it into the boat?
No.
I
Shoot.
think you've exhausted your options, big boy.
Yeah, it is. That's it then.
As you try to reach out for the ledge, you clamber on to it for a brief second as the icy sinews slip through your fingers and you lose grip. Baron Cyril Berrycloth. Quite an interesting series of events.
Why'd you skip me?
Wait, how? One moment, I'll fix that.
Yeah, there you go.
Captain, your turn.
Yeah. So I'm in the air and invisible now. So yeah, things really don't look too good right now, but you know what, seeing Jerry Shooter the Dragon has kind of inspired Pierre, who is going to go ahead and fire his own revolver at the dragon. Just try to do something, because that thing just killed 3 of his friends and 1 of his sons. He's livid. So he's going to fire at the dragon.
That hits.
I guess it would give the sneak attack damage because I'm invisible.
Concealment also.
Yeah, he has no fucking idea where you came from.
You start seeing it take a little bit of wear and tear, but it is still vibrant and regal in its wrath.
Alright then, and as he gets his token pea shooter off on the dragon and falling towards whatever the hell's at the bottom of this whirlpool, still reeling from the death of his loved ones, he's just going to go ahead and say under his breath, "Reynard, if you're listening, if there's any time I need a miracle, I need it now."
Baron Cyril Berrycloth, what do you do?
Okay, the first thing I do is I poof out of the saddlebags because my enlarged effect has ended.
Oh yeah.
Or my reduced person effect has ended, so I poof out of the saddlebag.
One moment. Jerry, was there anything besides the Colboat stuffed in there?
Good question. I had some gear you gave me, like the military saddle that weighs too goddamn much, which is the saddle itself.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
He would have had a couple of the Oni masks in there because he only keeps 1 on himself, for sure. Beyond that, I don't think there's anything else in there.
As the bag bursts, the masks fall into the air.
So, I next have a question. Has the strength terrain
Yes.
Okay. So I can actually fucking move now. Cool. Cool. That's good. Let me... I am going to... I'm going to mentally order the water spirit to try and collect as many of the crew as possible, and then come to us and catch us. It has a 90-foot movement speed, so... yeah. Speaking of, has any of the crew been punted overboard at this point?
Aside from the one that you've rescued, not yet.
Okay. So, I'm going to... basically, Barry Cloth, getting his strength back, is just going to yell, "Well, might as well jump for it, boys! We're not getting out of this any other way!" And he's going to order the water elemental to come and just try and sweep up everybody and catch them as they fall. And he is going to personally... what do I actually want to do here? Is it this one, or is it the other one? He is going to use his sudden insight power.
Alright. What do?
As a swift action, you can expend 1 point of mental focus to gain an insight into your immediate future. You can use this foreknowledge as a free action before you roll any ability check, attack roll, or skill check to gain an insight bonus on that roll equal to half my level. I can use it once per turn, and if it's not used by the end of my turn, the insight fades and I gain no benefits. Okay, so
So, by immediate future, does it mean the next 6 seconds, or...?
Yes, I believe it does mean the next 6 seconds. And Baron Berrycloth's actual action is going to be to grab Pierre and the elk and try and make his way over to Choju and steer them all into the water rather than directly into the light. If that's
Alright.
even possible.
Do you have the Bellow Cloak?
The Bellow Cloak?
I'm asking whether you have the cloak that would allow you to do this or not. Or if you just have a normal one.
Okay, so here's all my stuff. I do not have the Bellow Cloak.
You can free fall and try to do what skydivers do, but it'll only get you so far. At most,
Yeah,
maybe
that's...
5 feet to the side.
Yeah, that's basically all I'm trying to do, is just grab everybody and keep us all together.
Alright, so you're sliding yourselves here, basically?
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm trying, I don't know if this will work, but I'm trying to get us both closer to the water elemental and also into the water itself so that we can do this in a slightly less uncontrolled fashion.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
I mean, that's all of my actions, I believe. Oh, no, I can do one more thing. I'm going to use my abjuration focus points to set up a mental barrier. That
All
will
right.
that will basically reduce any damage I take until like the end of the round.
Very well. Baron Cyril Berrycloth, you've been quite put through the ringer lately. First, you get embroiled in a conspiracy with your family. Next, you're almost horrifically slaughtered by automatons of the Empire. Next, you're embroiled in the doings of black market criminals. And now you're flying midair over a whirlpool in the middle of the English Channel, heading northward toward Scandinavia.
Well, if I'm going to fly, I might as well do it with all the dignity I can muster.
The sea hags are frankly too concerned with staying alive to pay attention to you, and so their turn is skipping. Jerry, what do you wish to do?
Very good question. I'm considering a lot of problems right now. Chief
You-
among Yeah.
You have just been yelled at to jump off the bloody ship.
Yeah, and he also is very much intent on maybe pissing off a dragon even more. How badly damaged do I think this dragon is at this point? Like, how close to death?
If you had to guess, you've given him sufficient reason to want to murder you in particular. However, it is still as regal as before.
You've given him a black eye, and all that's done is piss him off.
I do have another question. Dragons tend to shed scales pretty continuously like dogs shed fur. Are there any scales on the boat? Even as we're falling to our doom?
Funny that you mention it. One scale, it happens to be on the handrail as you would be jumping from.
Okay, just for coolness points, he runs toward the handrail, grabs the scale in his mouth, and jumps. And he's going to
Sleight of hand.
Hmm? Sleight of hand. I don't think I have that with any good skill, but thankfully, I'm pretty sure that gets boosted with dexterity.
Yep.
That's not bad.
You succeed. Barely.
And as he grabs it, he's going to, as muffled as he can, yell, "Twins of the Hunt!" and force the twins to accept a new item. He is
Alright.
now naming that creature as a favored.
Is that all you're doing?
No, we're gonna shoot it again. Because I just remembered the twins have some interesting abilities against my favorite enemy.
Indeed.
2 shots.
Fire, fire, pew, pew. Holy shit!
Sadly, neither of those are criticals, although it would have been awesome if they were. My rolls are fucking ridiculous right now.
Calculator, go!
That's
37.
yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Keen does not really push that bonus damage any higher.
With those 2 pew pew shooty shoots, you see it reel back as it is slightly staggered by the damage. Insignificant whelp!
Look who's talking, wormling!
A feisty one. We shall see how long that lasts. I'm sorry.
As a move action, I don't know if you want to count the handrail jump as a move action, but can I equip lasso instead? Like at the end of my turn?
You wouldn't have enough actions to do that.
Fine.
So, one moment. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Oh boy. So, I need you to roll a reflex, please.
I assume my ass, right?
Yes. One moment. $39.
Do I make the save?
You do.
I take what? 17?
Hmm.
Wait, I did that wrong in my head.
That's 19, I think.
19.
Now I need a calculator. I'm only about half health. I'm okay.
Is that your turn?
That was his turn.
Oh, my bad. Choju! Your turn. What do you do?
Still falling?
You are still falling, and you're getting closer to the bottom of this vortex.
And a little red kobold has done a skydiver grab with you and the elk and Pierre.
I assume that means you're at the bottom of the list working up to me.
And you see a smaller vortex below you, with, I assume at this point, the rest of the crew in it.
Oh boy.
The 4 straggling remaining survivors are indeed in it. One of which is horrifically injured.
Matt! Sorry for this. He spoke before he drew his sword and trying to stab it into the boat to stop itself from going down.
Could you repeat that?
He's trying to stab the boat to stop his fall.
Mm-hmm. Sorry if that didn't come through.
Alright. Roll a CMB.
Oh, I forgot to ask, is the strength stuff done?
Yes,
Yes.
that went away.
It went away, yes.
You can add 9 to that then. I think. Let me check. It was a 9. Okay, no. You add 4, so that's 24.
The blade lodges in it. Roll climb.
Alright. Now that my shit's back to normal. 17.
As you're legendary sword stabs into the boat. Your grip wavers and wrenches free.
What? Can I try to grab the side of the boat, or am I out?
You're
Yeah,
out of you are out of actions.
That's it for us then.
That was your attempt, man.
Yeah, that's the end of that then. We're all dead.
I never said that. Captain
Well, we have
Pierre
an angry
Arsenault.
dragon.
Captain Pierre Arsenault Monet.
Okay, so down there in the whirlpool with the water elemental, the remaining members of the crew, and one of them is badly injured, right?
Yes, your son, I believe, is the one that you spared. Yes.
Yes.
He is grievously injured but alive.
Yeah, okay, I'm not having that. Can I wriggle out of the grip I'm in, dive down there into the vortex, and then cast a healing spell?
Acrobatics first, and then we'll talk.
Okay, come on. Thinking.
You get close enough, and you can cast it.
Alright. So I cast Cure Light Wounds on Baptiste to give him maximum healing. Okay.
You see him almost regain consciousness as he begins to stir, and his almost melted off face is mostly intact now.
I'm not losing anyone else today. And that'll be my turn.
Baron Cyril Berrycloth, your turn.
Alright, so a number of things are going to happen. First, the water elemental is going to stop doing the vortex thing, and he's going to rush over, and this is something I'm ordering him to do. He's going to rush over, and the water elemental, Baron Berrycloth, has ordered this elemental to gather the acidified remains of the crew and bring them back to him.
Alright, it does so.
And then, and just follow him with those remains. Secondly, he is going to try and move a little bit closer to the crew. And thirdly, he is going to cast a spell now that he can actually move. What do I need to roll to cast a spell?
Now that you are in free fall and not subject to the stupid ass boat rules, you don't need to roll the check.
Okay. I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
And what are you doing with that mage hand?
I am grabbing Choji's freaking sword. I don't know how much it weighs, but if the hand can exert enough force to just pull it out, that's fine.
So, how much can a mage hand carry?
I believe it's
5
5
pounds.
pounds.
Sorry.
Yeah, 6 pounds. But that's counting the sheath. It's actually probably 5 pounds without it.
That's also assuming that it takes more than 5 pounds to wrench it out.
It's probably gonna take. It's also, by the way, made for a large creature, so that explains the weight.
Yeah, yeah, that's not coming out of there.
On the bright side, you can get yourself if you pull this off.
It's not gonna get you out of there. It's not. It's too heavy.
Mm-hmm. I said might though, so.
Yeah, I know, but it was worth a shot. I'm actually going to stick with that action, even though I know it's going to fail.
Good role player. Gives you the cookie. Caramel.
And that is, yeah, we're basically just trying to drag everybody closer to each other, so we can all grab and hopefully not get separated wherever it is we're going.
All right. Sea hags. They begin infighting, and it results in the following. Midair, this one has their eye pulled out, and this one has their arm ripped off, and this one, you don't want to know what happens to them.
That's awesome.
Don't ask.
Jerry, your turn.
If I choose to drop the guns, how many items can I exchange that for in a move action?
So,
You want to drop the guns.
I assume this whole time he's had the guns kind of like on a drop string, you know?
you don't have a drop string.
He doesn't have them tied to his fucking belt.
Are you dropping the guns, yes or no?
I want to. I have a plan, but I want to know before I do stupid shit.
I've done stupid shit already. I'm sticking with it.
I should have said nothing.
Okay. How about this then? As a move action, can I, without dropping the guns, drink a potion? Like it flies up from me jumping or something, I don't know.
You'd have to probably holster the gun first.
Roll sleight of hand to see if you can pull this off. I'm using the rules that Sukos used for our game this time.
You mean the roll of cool? Jesus Christ, I can't roll below a 10 right now, can I?
So, you fling the guns upward, and you drink whatever you're trying to drink.
Are you trying to drink?
One final question. I'm technically in the air right now, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Okay. I drink in large person. I am now
Ew.
a large creature.
Just like me.
And because I can, I want to try to Pecos build this shit. And lasso that motherfucking dragon.
Oh god.
Alright.
First of all, you need the large person buffs.
I have... Yes, I need to turn that on, that's true.
So, I'm gonna have you roll a CMB for a grapple.
Would I
It is
not
what
make...
it is.
Because I have to throw the lasso, would I not make a ranged first?
That's not how maneuvers work even when ranged, sir.
It was worth a shot.
Hey, you laughed.
I'm actually curious what his CMB is.
Probably better than mine.
Probably in the 30s, but then again, he's only an adult.
So, blinded,
Horse
stunned, stabbed. There's a lot of debuffs on this fucker right now, so I actually need to do some math. Oh boy! I hope
What?
you brought a fucking saddle, boy!
Oh my god.
Wait, did he actually succeed on a 12?
Cause of all the
Yeah.
fucking debuffs that have been inflicted thus far, yes.
What's Flatfoot?
Oh my god. Okay. May I?
May you what?
Explain?
Explain what you're fucking doing, boy.
He just throws the saddle as soon as he's double in size, wraps her around his neck, and pulls himself right on top of the goddamn thing, wrapping his legs around it and screaming, "Oh, trust me, this ain't over, boy."
Wait. You said you tied it around your neck?
No, around its neck. I basically just horse crabbed this thing.
So, from your distance, you would be hanging on to the edge of the rope and getting yanked around by a dragon. You understand this, right?
Yep.
At this point, he is pissed, mutagened, and actually probably as large as this thing is, so he does
I
not
don't think-
care right now. I
Yeah,
go
he's
up
not
to a
thinking.
large... Unless he's bigger than large, he and I are the same size.
Alright. So, as you start swinging through the sleet and flooded air, like a fucking Victorian Indiana Jones, the dragon's turn begins. And it fucking takes off to the fucking air
Oh shit.
with you in tow.
Sleight of hand, because you said I threw the guns upward as well. Can I try to grab them on our way by?
You can grab one. Because one of your hands is occupied, sir.
Mouth?
Right.
I have a bite attack.
Boy!
Oh no, you're right.
Are you telling me that you're grabbing the fucking rope with your teeth and one of your hands?
No. I'm grabbing one gun with one hand, the other gun with my mouth. I have-
Oh.
You get one.
Fine, fair enough. If they're probably magically linked in some way, who cares?
And with that, the dragon, as he launches upward, tries to lift you up in a straight line.
I just remembered that we're all holding each other's hands, I think.
You guys are. Jerry fucking jumped at a dragon.
And then
Yeah,
begins, and then, upon launching himself upward, points his sinewy neck straight down and launches a gulf. Roll reflexes, sir.
Can he even attack me on his back like this?
You're not on his back.
Oh, that's right. Fuck. I keep thinking I'm on his back. I don't know why.
You're dangling from a very precarious situation. Alright, you succeed on the save. 15.
He's a little melty, but he's still alive.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. This is fine.
Got the flesh wound.
It is but a scratch. Your whole face is melted off. I didn't need it.
Yeah, that's kind of how damage works in these games, though. It's like, you're fine until you're not.
Alright, so, Choju, your turn.
Am I in range of my weapon?
Are you still trying to grab your fucking sword?
No, I think you have definitely fallen out of range of the sword at this point. You'd probably have to climb back up for it.
With what, sir? What are you climbing with?
Hmm.
What are
No,
you
I asked because I had a different idea. You remember hedging weapons, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the hedging weapon ability, which is to grab it and chuck it at the dragon.
Alright. Roll it.
It's a ranged attack, if I recall.
Yep.
26. And
Da-
if it lands, it inflicts 2d4 force damage.
2d4 force?
Mm-hmm. This also ends the spell upon completion of all the weapons getting thrown.
5 damage.
Get the fuck down here, you overgrown lizard!
Is that the end of your turn, Choju?
Actually, I want to read to make sure this is right.
Remember, you
Yeah,
get
quick
grapple
action.
Remember, you get grapple bonuses too. Or rather, he gets grapple debuffs.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn. But assuming we don't hit water, I already know what to do.
Alright, Captain Pierre Arsenault Monet, what is your turn?
Alright, so... Okay, so... Jerry's on a rope attached to the dragon, so he's over there, so... the rest of us, the other players and the remnants of the crew, we're just kind of huddling together as best as we can as we plummet towards who knows what.
Yup.
That's basically our situation, yep.
Okie dokie. I am kind of at a loss as to what I can do. Well, I mean, I still do have more, first levels. Does anybody else want healing?
If you can't think of anything else, go ahead and just delay your action.
Yeah, because if
I
I can
would
get in
like
range
to-
of you,
I
I would
would-
love healing.
I would like to remind you that you do have a ranged gun.
I am advising the delay of the action.
I will
Actually-
take your advice.
Actually, Commodore, do your guns have any weird things like you can use them?
Not to my knowledge, unless Soma did something weird and didn't tell me.
They do not have that effect, however, the bear is the only one that benefits from any of the buffs.
Yeah, because there's stuff. Well, it is a keened weapon, so it still has its increased threat range.
Alright.
Yeah, because it's probably the gun itself and not you.
Yeah, the other thing is. Actually, wait. Does Hunter only apply to me? Because I don't normally have the Ranger ability.
It's an effect for the holder, so probably.
I don't understand.
The ability Hunter makes it so that I have a favorite enemy while using the gun. It
Yes,
says that the bonuses apply to the revolvers. I don't normally have favorite enemy.
correct.
So that means anyone else who uses the gun also
Yes.
gets favored, right? Then
Yes.
dragons count as a favorite enemy, and it's keen for whoever decides to use it.
Okay. I am suggesting you delay your action until after my turn.
I will take the suggestion.
Alright. So Baron Berryclaw's turn is he's going to cast Mage Hand again, and this time he is going to grab that pistol that Jerry left falling. And he
Alright.
is going to Mage Hand it straight to Pierre.
And so you do, as an ethereal hand yanks the wooden appearing pistol out of the air. It gets slung into the pirate's hand.
Alright, so... You know what? I will go ahead and shoot it, but since I don't really have any of the stats on my sheet, I'm just gonna go ahead and make a ranged attack.
Yeah, it doesn't have any attack bonuses, so I'll just roll damage when you're done.
Sir, it's not your turn yet.
I have.
I
really
delayed.
very-
I
have
delayed
really-
it until after. I delayed my turn, so that
Until-
means I go.
Kobold.
Oh,
Yeah, he delayed his turn until after my turn, which
alright.
actually does change his initiative order.
I need to do a copy pasta real quick so that that's in the notes now. There we go. They are now the same. There you are, Captain Arsenaut Monet. Ready.
Okay, so I did my range attack. I don't know if that's gonna hit him.
It will. It is touch attack, remember?
Alright, I'm rolling for damage then. Yeah, that would have been mine, but yeah, it's an 18.
Mamiya.
Shoot.
Alright, so...
How many burst effects does it have?
Sadly not enough.
So... I need to do some more math again. Oh boy! Jerry!
Yes.
Above... Can you hear me?
I
Hello?
can.
Above you, you see a visceral blood splatter that hits you in the face. The wings start fluttering slower, and you start feeling the rope vibrate like with labored breathing.
Is he at 0 hit points?
No, not yet. But it's getting close.
Just this big manic skull halfway grin.
Jerry.
Okay. So, I have 2 questions, and what I do depends on your answer to the first one. For the purposes of getting up the rope,
You're
what kind of an action is that?
Getting up the rope.
Yes,
That would be
climbing the rope.
that
what
would be
that
climb.
So, would that be a standard or a move? That's what I'm asking.
Given the circumstances that I am witnessing right now, I would say it would be a full action.
Then if we're burning a full action, let's have some fun. Can I clearly see his chest?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I'm flying on the damn thing, but with like my perfect dark vision, I can see him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cold shot chest.
Alright, I'm back.
Agreed.
Welcome back.
So what are you trying to do?
Cold shot to his chest. Not his heart, his chest. Big difference there.
Shoot it.
Let me double check all the fucking buffs at this point. Let's see, come to think of it, what does favorite enemy give me anyway?
So if it's like for Ranger's favorite enemy, it should be like a +2 to hit and maybe +2 to damage.
+2 to hit and damage, and my knowledge checks can be untrained, that doesn't matter. At 5th level, I can actually have 2 probably. Oh no, wait, that's for the gun, that's right.
Yeah, this is a special ability the gun has, so it probably
Yeah.
only gives you the basic benefits.
Still, that's a +2 against this dragon in particular. So we'll just keep that in mind. And then I also gain the keen effect. So on an 18 or 18 through a 20 on the die, I do 4 times damage. And then I'm also rolling at ridiculously high stats anyway.
Alright, roll your shot.
That is a 30 for the purposes of the roll. Or no, a 31 because I also gained some weird +1 from the revolver. I forget what it is. I think it's the key.
So the gun attack is the 31, right?
Yeah, the gun attack is the 31. The bullet damage is actually the 13.
You feel it sputtering and coughing, wheezing, but it is still airborne. With you dangling on the edge
Wait.
of a rope.
I forgot my weapon focus. 14, sorry.
The truth
It went-
remains the truth. The shadow remains cast.
Every little shot point, man.
The dragon, knowing of its imminent demise, does something extraordinarily spiteful. He notices that you're dangling by the edge of a rope, both literally and figuratively, and he takes his flight pattern and deliberately rams you into the edge of the boat. Take fall damage as if you fell 50 feet.
You have to roll for that.
I don't remember how fall damage works. One moment.
I think it's like 1d6 per 10 feet.
So it depends on size. Oh, if he's slamming you, it actually deals, It deals a set amount of damage. It deals 46.
$11 damage.
When he pulls back, he just sees a bloody and very spiteful gunman. This son of a bitch is still up. Also, if I'm near the boat, please heal me.
You are not near anyone right now.
No, I'm telling them if you're, please heal me.
Choju, it is your turn.
Reference? Where is he?
He's way over yonder.
Crud.
And he's still up on the boat deck.
We still falling, or did you guys manage to fix that?
We are still falling, Choju.
Fuck. Okay.
So if you want to delay your turn, I can help you a little bit.
Please. Because I have run out of ideas on how to stop myself from in the water.
I can't stop you from landing in the water, but I can help you get back out very quickly.
Please do so then. I'll delay until you're done.
Okay. So you're delaying your turn. So you're gonna go after me along with Pierre. I am Baron Cyril Berrycloth is going to cast another spell. He is going to cast Spider Climb. The best second level spell.
How are you going to
And-
spider climb exactly here?
Because of Spider Climb's effect, you can climb vertical surfaces without tools. That means the side of the boat.
You're not on... Do you not understand where you are in relation to things?
Spider Climb would let him latch onto the boat without needing the grip.
Like, look,
I think I think the problem we're having is we don't know how far away the boat is from the water people.
I'm sorry for that. This map wasn't meant for this second phase.
Shenanigans.
I was expecting this to happen a lot faster. I'm very sorry about that. So
All good.
picture these boats as if the entire length of the boats combined is the space between them at this point, with a giant orb in the middle. And that
Oh. Oh, okay. So, we are like miles away from either boat.
about
And-
half a mile.
So, and then we are actually falling some unspecified distance into a portal at the bottom of the ocean.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's my fault for not being more clear.
Yeah, no, I thought there was like a funnel in the middle and we could see like a glow, and the ships were still like relatively close to each other.
No, you're at the mercy of a whirlpool. It is very much like the fucking end of whatever the third one was.
All I have to say is, gentlemen, I wash my hands of this weirdness.
Did I do something wrong?
I'm making a bad quote. That's a quote from the movie.
Ah. So what are you doing with your actions?
Well, clearly that's not gonna work now, so, yeah, I don't actually have a whole lot that I can actually do. Let's see.
There is the possibility of you getting the last hit on the dragon just to show that you're a better dragon.
That would require me to have more actions than I currently have.
You have all of them unless you've done more than I thought you did.
So I would need to draw the sword, load the pistol, and shoot it. None of which I have bonuses to.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Huh?
Yeah, that is a problem.
Like, the only thing that I could do is order the water elemental to do something, but, like, it's doing exactly what I want it to do right now.
Got it. I'm very sorry for this.
Please do not be.
So the only other thing I can think to do is to grab the hunter gun from Pierre and reload it for him.
It should have like 4 shots left.
It still has shots left.
Oh.
Pierre, do you allow him to do this?
Actually, like, that... I don't know what kind of gun it is. Like, I just know that Pierre shoots the... Like, Pierre... not Pierre, but Jerry shoots them a lot.
It is a revolver.
Okay.
Like
I don't
flux
know.
usually.
Yeah. I don't think I knew that. I knew that. I knew that Pierre had a revolver. I didn't know what kind of guns these were.
Yeah, me neither. I just pull the thing.
Do you all? What are y'all doing here?
Yeah, the cane.
You know what? I am still going to cast a spell, though. I'm going to cast Resistance on everybody I can reach. That is, I can actually put that on up to 6 people in 1 round
All right.
with a single cast. And that will give everybody just +1 to any saves for the next minute. Or the first save you make for the next minute.
All right. Is that all?
That's all I'm gonna do, because I thought the situation was very different than it is.
I am very sorry about that. I kind of thought that I conveyed it better to you. Captain Pierre Arsenault Monet, what is your turn?
Well, can I still see the dragon?
Yes, you can. And you
And
can
I
see
still got-
and you can see a dangling wolf above the waters, who is still holding on to dear life somehow.
Alright, you know what? This gun still has bullets in it. I'm gonna shoot it. And, come on.
It hits.
Damage
And-
roll is 14.
And remember that Choju is going to go next.
Yes. Wait, why is Choju going next?
Because he
delayed
delayed
it.
his... Yeah, he delayed because I gave him bad advice because the situation was different from what I thought.
So, I would do better about that in the future of clarifying that map is not accurate when it has to be verified to you. Jerry,
Yeah.
4 tons of giant imperial grade lizard is starting to hurtle to the ground above you, or rather the
Is
ocean
he-
floor. What
Can
do
I
you
tell
do-
if he's... Huh?
What do you do as 4 tons of imperial grade lizard meat starts fucking bowling downward?
Can I tell if he's dead or just kind of half conscious?
You don't hear any breathing.
Damn it, I wanted to do something cool, but at the same time, I don't want to be crushed. Can I try to Tarzan my ass away from underneath the damn dragon?
You know what? Athletics. Or acrobatics.
Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. 18?
As you start to swing, you manage to swing. Are you letting go of the rope at any point? I need to know this.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely letting go of that rope once I'm in the direction I want to go.
Which direction
Which
are
is
you
not
heading?
up.
Which
Any-
rope? Which direction?
Any direction that gets me from underneath Lizard Butt at this point.
All
We're
right.
not under boat either.
All right. In that case, as you swing and jump into right the middle of the vortex. What do you do now? Now you are right above the portal, and that there is absolutely nothing that you're going to be able to do to get away from said portal.
Pop a cure moderate for one. Not even gonna bother rolling it. So his face is not 100% melted off. Can I see Pierre anywhere?
Pierre is way on the other side of the portal.
He's just gonna reach. He's just gonna reach out his hand toward him and yell, "My gun!"
Do I want to try to throw it to him?
Are you sure that's a good idea?
No. No.
Oh boy.
So combat is over. We're falling towards the portal now with nothing left to do. But everyone except for Jerry, but including the remains of the murdered crew, we're close enough together, right?
You're all close enough together.
All right. Now, how much farther until we get to whatever the hell is at the bottom of the whirlpool?
One moment. You see a third boat heading directly toward the whirlpool, where emblazoned in the regalia blue cloths of Master Rajan, his own personal vessel, heading straight toward the vortex.
Jerry yells at the top of his lungs, regardless if they could hear him, "Is that Rajan? What in the name of Sam hell is he doing here?"
And as you all start circling the metaphorical drain as it speaks, his boat takes and tips over the edge, and on the figurehead he stands, almost posing as if he's ready to take a dive. In your head, Cyril Barrycloth, you hear the following words. "I really must thank you. I'm finally going home after such a very long time. This world is so boring, so stale. And he takes the plunge. As the two boats to your left and your right start to cascade into each other, snapping and breaking apart as acid and war-torn damage collect with the storm and the whirlpool into a giant mess.
Are there any parts of the mast that are solid enough I could, like, pull myself toward them if I lassoed them?
They're not close enough to you yet.
Bugs. Okay, I want to try something stupid.
Well, you've already done that several times today.
We've all committed the stupid.
Let's just keep pushing it then, I guess. These guns are considered technically magical weapons, right?
They are.
So, in a way, you can do stuff you shouldn't normally be able to with certain guns, right?
Go on with what you're actually asking to do.
Jerry's just gonna hold the gun close for a moment and just say, "You helped me get out once. I helped you get out once before. Now it's your turn to pay the favor. Get us the fuck out of here." And he is just going to start trying to pop off shots as fast as he can out of the gun, basically trying to rocket himself toward the others, hoping maybe the gun has some kind of self-preservation. Or, I don't know, maybe aerodynamic physics works?
In a disturbing series of events, every time you shoot the gun, of which there is 3 rounds left, you jut forward toward the rest of the party by a good 60 feet. Your shoulders are in critically excruciating, painful pain.
Good thing I'm heavily mutagenized right now and probably can't feel that.
You just wait till we're done.
Oh, I just realized my summons took all the power I had for healing, so oops.
I have extra healing stuff, kind of.
Can I catch him as he gets near us?
You may. Roll... Just roll strength. I'm tired of figuring out what is the grab action.
CMB, usually.
Roll it.
30.
You succeed in grabbing a hold of Senor Lobo.
And upon catching him, I'll immediately cast Cure Moderate Wounds.
Roll it.
Well, I need to roll the one I did earlier then.
$2d8 plus 1 caster level, so 5. That's 26 health restored to you. If I count yours too. Mine's 10.
That means I'm up to half health now.
You're still gonna be feeling pain like no one's business though.
Joju. Am I happy to see your ugly mug?
Oh, just shut up already. You know that stuff doesn't need to be said.
Speaking of stuff that probably should be said, Barrycloth, what in the hell is that? That big frickin' hole in the sea!
Berrycloth, roll Arcana.
Okay, knowledge, arcana, skills, knowledge, arcana.
Oh, I actually have a point in that too now that I think about it.
That is a 32 to know what the fuck that is and why Rajan turned his ship into it.
So, he told you why, quite literally, into your brain.
Yeah, I know.
But this is called an Elsewhere. They pop up once every couple hundred or thousands of years. Usually at the end of era, during the end of every era, at the end of every era. And this one was once considered the domain of Ikzil, the water tyrant. And so it was never formally explored. Allegedly.
Barrycloth just laughs. Oh, as one dragon began an age, so another will end it. Oh, it's a portal to somewhere else. Certainly a damn sight better than being stranded in the middle of the waves.
As long as there's no more water, I don't care where it goes then.
Better hold your breath. I don't think it's on the surface.
Never been explored, so I can't tell you that for sure. But would you rather swim to France by yourself?
At this point, I'd give Florida a swim!
Furthermore, Baron Cyril Verycloth, you do know that there is an unlikeliness that the rules that apply to the world that you know apply where you're going. Every time that Elseworld has been open and people have come in and out, they have been irrevocably changed, experienced different lives, different places, different rules of reality.
Well, I would say I would be sad to leave the Empire behind. But, well, it seems that was always going to happen. So, just don't be surprised if we end up very different on the other side. These sorts of things, they don't work like you'd expect.
Frankly, dear Baron, as long as I can get my friends back, I don't care where we wind up.
And with that, Baron Barrycloth is actually going to pull out from his little bag of planning a simple sealed glass jar with a rubber gasket. And he is going to order the water elemental to pour what remains of the crew were acidified into this large jar.
Wow. I'll allow it.
True resurrection only needs remains.
Captain, at the very least I can say we're all going together.
I'm content with that.
And among the wreckage of one of the boats, an ephemeral shadow bursts from the shadow planes, and you see a familiar face. A nine-tailed black fox. Doesn't matter where you go, I will always dog you. And he also jumps into the vortex.
Hey, that's my line!
I hope you hit your head on something hard.
Well now, for a spirit, you are quite the fool. You know the best revenge is living well. You could have been out of your hair forever.
And as the swirling, painful, tear-drenched moment finally arrives, you feel yourselves hit the golden shimmering splendor of the sphere at the bottom of the whirlpool. And as you touch it, you feel an almost heavenly calmness as you slowly slink into dreams.
Soma?
Yes?
Okay. My sound cut out, so if you said anything
Yeah.
after...
He stopped the audio, that's what it was.
Alright,
Okay.
so
Don't stay standing the past
as you all wake up, you all look different. You feel different, younger, stronger, but weaker in some ways. You hardly recognize each other, and the skies above carry different stars altogether. You are on the shores of an unknown land, shivering and cold. All you have is each other. You all could reinvent yourselves, begin anew, or try to get back to what the land you once called home. But at the end of the day, this is your new home. Gone is Earth, the land of Tara, the lands of queens and kings and emperors, and here is the lands of Golarion. You all now have the option to change your characters to your whims and roll them back to level 1.
All right,
Soma.
and we are going to pick this up in 2nd edition Pathfinder, if I'm reading this correctly.
Hey,
Indeed.
Soma, look at your chat.
Holy shit! Hi, Blackburn.
Whoa.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome in, Raiders. We're at the last hour of our Pathfinder 1st Edition season. Quite the wonderful time for you all to show up.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
missed all the good stuff. You're gonna have to watch the stream over again.
You miss everybody acting on stupidity impulses mostly.
We killed a fucking dragon.
Yeah,
I never
no,
said that we weren't successful.
Yeah, we killed an adult dragon at level 5 because that's just a thing you can do.
So,
We got lucky.
to recap for our lovely viewers,
Raiders, you mean?
our lovely Raiders and viewers, Blackburn, everyone. This is the season finale, and the season. We will be moving to Pathfinder the 2nd Edition, mostly for two things: to dodge the OLG feud entirely should it come for streamers, and secondly because making combat encounters in 1st Edition that are actually dangerous to people without outright killing them is very hard, and I'm very tired. But to recap the session for you, a pirate crew of sea hags tried to raid the sleeping crew of the Dingerais Depravés, and the hags accidentally woke up a tyrant of the seas, adult brine dragon, and have also enabled a mysterious tiger to return to his home and are now being dogged by a mysterious spirit as they end up in the lands of Golarion. We will be picking this up next week with everyone resetting their characters under the guidance of 2nd Edition rules. After going through the Elsewhere portal, they are all irrevocably changed, stronger in other ways and easier, weaker in others, and none of them recognize each other, so they all are different now. They're the same characters on the personality, but they are free to make themselves anew. I thank you all for coming to these streams. I'm really happy that you all like it. And while this is an hour early, I simply must thank you and tell you good night. This was the first season finale of The Gentlemen of Four Outs, Session 5, Seas and Shores. Thank you all, and have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
So